oh my gosh, I stopped. And then I just start watching the show again. And like 2 seconds later, it's like, you gotta go say this. Okay, so earlier when I said about this cataclysm and this solar flash situation, like when you think about the solar flash or whatever, like if you the Book of One and it calls it the harvest, and the Sumerian tablets talk about it, this solar flash. I think a lot of people think of the sun as being like a firebomb up in the sky, and a solar flash would, melt us all or something. And but from what I understand, it's all plasma and everything is it's not like what we think it is. And so a solar flash would be more of an energetic, a change in the vibration, kind of. Not like a solar flash that's going to burn us all up and cook us all. It is going to be, it's an energetic kind of flash. And I think that is why they would go and take the ships to take the people off, because their vibration isn't high enough to, that the vibration would be too uncomfortable, possibly even, toxic or something. I'm not really sure, because, there's a lot of this stuff we're just starting to understand and learn about. So, there's way more for us to learn. I can't go in and pretend like I'm an expert on it. I'm trying to just trying to understand what so the flash would be kind of more of an energetic kind of, like a big flash of this energy, not like heat coming out. It's going to be like an energy, just like when all of these other flashes were happening. It was affecting the Schumann resonance, and people started realizing when these solar flashes happened that they were having epiphanies in their own life. They were going through a lot of challenging things during these times, because things are opened up to you so you can see them. That's why all this stuff is happening. Everything is to happen for one's consciousness to open up. And so I think the solar flash is going to be like an energetic one, that would be, and this is where it's hard to understand, like if the planet is moving, like, because even inside the body, if, in the solar, in the system, because everything in nature represents what it is. Like if we go in and we try and understand it, it represents what everything is. So our body, that system. So in a solar system, just as in a body, like blood cells and stuff, different things that travel through the blood can move around. They don't just stay stationary, like your liver or your spleen, it's not moving around. But other things can move around. So if this planet or this reality, like we think of it as being like this really, this big magical planet or something, but really it's all an illusion. So if it were to move through this plasma, it's, everything is just different than when we think. So it's so hard to kind of talk about in that way, because I still can't figure out how the sky and stuff looks different. And one thing about this thing that they try and market as the sun over here is you could go out and lay out, you would not get a suntan. It does not put out any UV or whatever. You can tell with the plants. The plants are just suffering, man. And like you could go out. I know it's not giving people any vitamin D. It's not helping people when it's out. It really is some kind of a heat thing. It really is super, super hot. And, I've been out in hot temperatures where the sun has felt like, where it's a real sun, and it has felt like it was super, super hot. Now it's making me think, like, were they doing something then? Are they doing something in the atmosphere to make things seem like, I don't know. it's so hard to really be able to understand everything, you know, on these different concepts when, you know, it's all an illusion, but it's changing, but you manifest, you know, like there's so many things. So, you know, I don't know. All I know is in my reality that whatever's over here is not the sun that I grew up with. It is not even in my area. I mean, we only get it maybe a couple hours a month. And you know, a normal sun is way up high. It's over us. It's not like way out there over yonder. Oh, there's the sun. This is so weird. It's just so weird how people just don't notice. Like nobody even notices the way the sky looks. Like it's gone. It's flipped itself over. It's like there's multiple skies merging or something. It's so fucking weird. But I don't know. I just don't even know anymore. So yeah, I don't know what's real and what's not real. I know my soul is real. I know that my perception is real for me, you know, and that's what I'm here to experience. So, and this is just a tripped out experience, I'll tell you. It's so weird when your environment is changing and you're the only one who notices. So strange, especially when it's to me, so dramatic of a change. And then if people really aren't seeing it, it's like, am I really seeing something different? Am I seeing something that was always there and I didn't see it before? Like, what the fuck? This is so weird. But anyways, so I don't want to be like, oh, you know, this cataclysm and we're going to have this and be selling like any kind of fear or anything like that. Because I don't think it's going to be, I'm not scared. I don't have any fear. This cataclysmic event that they are saying is a cataclysm. To me, I think it is just cycles. You know, it's just cycles. It's just a changing in a cycle. So it's not going, I mean, you can't kill consciousness. You know, I heard the only way you can kill consciousness, and the reason why they don't let there be nuclear is because nuclear can actually wipe out a state of consciousness. So I don't know, you know, for sure, but you know, energy just keeps going. You know, energy is energy. So even if you killed that energy, that would create a new energy. And so I don't know. I just know that, you know, it's your consciousness and it's your awareness of your own self is, you know, that changes everything for your existence. Completely. Like, it makes so much sense how this is the ascension. This is the evolution of consciousness. You know, is this becoming aware, and especially in such a dark situation, you know, become aware that you're in hell. You have to get out. You have to get out. Some people waiting for Jesus to come, you know, come in on his hot air balloon and pull them up. But anyways, so I just want to make it that, to me, you know, whatever's going to happen, we're not going to die. You know, you don't die. Here they're trying to kill us all the time and convince us that we are die. They convince us that we're old. They convince people like I said before. I mean, you got 25-year-olds. Oh, I'm so old. When did you get old? When you got to be 16? Like what are they telling these people? So, you know, but that is, you know, ages you. You give up on taking care of yourself. You know, well, I'm old anyways. It doesn't matter. I can't take care of myself. I mean, that's just the mindset they want to keep people in. So, but, you know, it's everybody's responsibility for their own consciousness to start, you know, connecting with itself and taking care of itself, and to stop listening to the narrative and stop being misguided, because your insides, I mean, most people's outsides and insides are telling them that they're not doing the right thing. You know, lots of people's health is really failing. Mine was. I was really sick, freaking taking 18 of their damn pills every goddamn day. Oh my God. My body's still rejecting them. My body's still like, fuck you. So, anyways, but we're moving into such a better time with the technology and, you know, with the crash happening. And, you know, at some point, I think they will do the EBS because, you know, these other people are going to fight back and they're going to have to, you know, they're going to have to let us know what's going on. So something's going to happen. And that's when we're going to really see the big change in how people are seeing things. So I think we're right on the edge. So I'm going to go again, probably start something again, and then it's like a nagging kind of thing. You know, they keep saying, and plus to just not put that energy out there to be in fear, because that is the last thing we need to do is be in fear. That all comes from this idea that you can die. And, you know, you don't, people are convinced to die. They create their own deaths. They create their own, it's like they think it's going to happen, so they make it happen. You know, they're manifesting their lives without knowing it. So, anyways, there's nothing to fear. You know, an eternal being has nothing to fear. Fear's the problem, you know, with the people are having. So, you know, just letting go of that and knowing that, yeah, a solar flash is going to be how it goes, you know. I mean, some of this stuff is like, well, the Book of One, that's only from the 70s. It's not like you're trying to translate the Sumerian tablets. Like, that's old. And he calls it Ra calls it the harvest. And I don't remember how it's all explained, but I've heard about the solar flash so many times. But I just was like, no, we just have to really think about the sun isn't a giant fireball in the sky that's going to burn us. I mean, if you go in and you watch any of these people that are trying to capture all of these ships and stuff with these high power, I don't know, telescopes and cameras and shit, you see stuff coming in and out of the sun all day long. If it was a fireball, they couldn't even get close to it. So it's not like a hot fireball, you know. It's my mom is messaging me and saying something about the fraudster. Hopefully that's some big announcements on that dick. He is the most prolific serial killer that I probably will have ever known of. Anyways, so I will get back to my blanket and, you know, just keep that in mind. Don't get caught up in fear and stuff for change. To know, like, all of this stuff is happening and the age of Aquarius is meant for man, and that, you know, we're going to be there. We're going to get there. And that, you know, they're trying to kill us, but even if they get you or get one of your family members, there's going to be other ways to get to where we're going. So everything's going to be okay. We just got to keep that in mind. Everything is going to be okay. You're just having the experience you're meant to experience. You are where you're supposed to be at all times. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you, I don't know, maybe again in 5 minutes.